Part 1. White Clouds. Guardian Moon. Where the goddess dwells. Long ago, the guardian Saros made an appearance during this moon. She had been summoned by the goddess, whose soul was suffering as the flames of war raged across Fodlan. Some believe that high in the sky above Saros, the Immaculate One's mighty wings are what powered the strong winds carrying the Guardian and her forces into battle.
You're here again. Professor, you've been crying. So, even you cry sometimes. Oh, I suppose that was thoughtless of me to say. My teacher, you're so blinded by grief that you can't see what's going on right in front of you. Are you waiting for time to heal your wounds? Or have you curled up in a corner and lost the will to carry on? It does. You've lost yourself. Only you can truly understand your own sadness. Others can sympathize, or even empathize, but all anyone else can offer are the tears of an outsider looking in. So I have no intention of crying for you, or of standing still with you. All I can do is promise to reach out my hand when the time comes for me to move forward. The mysterious organization that was carrying out experiments in Remire Village and the chapel, they're up to something near Garreg Mach. The Archbishop has sent the Knights to undertake a large-scale investigation. No information has surfaced yet, but our enemies will soon be discovered. When they are, will you lead us into battle? Or will you just sit here, with no thought for the future that is fast approaching? My teacher, there is a choice to be made. I hope you make the right one.
My. She really is quite arrogant. She spoke her mind without an ounce of reservation. But she is right. The time has come to stand again. You know already what your answer is.
Oh, thank you. You saved me.
If you were to die, then the mystery of our bodies would be revealed. Preventing that was my only aim. I'm afraid you must remain, Kronya. There is something I need you to do.
Oh, of course. I'm always happy to cooperate with Solon. Leave it to me.
How annoying.
Flame Emperor, is she offending you? Unfortunately, we cannot take our eyes off her, so there is nothing to be done. You are our greatest creation. We use the defiled beast's blood as the fuel to your flame, that you may burn even the gods. Now is the time to cleanse Fodlan with that power and bring forth our salvation.
There will be no salvation for you and your kind. Those responsible for such gruesome deeds in Dusker and Enmar.
All so that you may acquire the strength you need. All for a purpose.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you. How relaxing. Yes. Yes. Hmm? Yes. Hmm? Wow. It's warm around the monastery, and the soil is rich. Honestly, I'm envious. Yes, I agree. Hmm? Thank you very much. What? Is there something on my face? It's a bit hot. Professor. Yes, I agree. Strength and stamina are necessary for fighting on horseback, as is footwork. How relaxing. Yes. Thank you for the treat. I had such a great time.
That song.
Oh, hello, Edelgard.
Professor Manuela, that song you were humming. I feel as though I've heard it before, long ago. And I'm sure it was you singing it back then.
Why, yes. You must have seen me there. I performed with the Middle Franc Opera Company in Enbar on numerous occasions.
So it was you. I went to that performance with my uncle. I wanted desperately to see it again. But after that night, he took me to seek asylum in the kingdom. When I returned to the Empire several years later, you had already retired.
Oh, that's a shame.
Sadly, that's correct.
Yet you still remember it.
That's how much of an impression your voice left on me. I must ask, why did you retire so soon? You could have continued for another 10 or 20 years.
Indeed. Many singers perform for decades. But that wasn't for me. I wanted to go out on top. My voice is a gift from the goddess. However, as all things do, it will decline with age. One day, I will lose that gift. And so I decided I needed to learn to survive without it. Long before that day came, I needed to prove to myself that I can live on, even after my voice returns to the goddess.
So despite your belief in the goddess, you wish to live by your own strength?
It's hard for me to explain. The goddess supports me both spiritually and emotionally. Everything else is up to me.
Do you have time for a request?
I trained with Gerald just the other day. Why? Why did he have to go and die? It's too awful. He didn't deserve it.
What do you require? Farewell.
No.
Right.
Hello there. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome.
You have a pleasure. You have a pleasure doing business with you. You have a good eye. A pleasure do. You have a good eye. Come again.
Professor.
It is a shame what happened to Gerald. I am sorry. There are no words. Leave some flowers on his grave for me.
Hello there.
Captain Gerald's gone. He's gone. And we'd only just reunited. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure this is even harder on you. But I just can't... I can't believe... Someone... Hey, I hope we get a chance to practice together when... I know I'm in a different class, but you're the only other person here
Professor, I'm so happy to see you. You're finally returning to your old self. To see the light in your eyes again is a gift. It inspires me to carry on as well. As you know, the Knights are searching furiously for any trace of the enemies who escaped. I'll inform you immediately if I learn anything relevant. A lost item. Professor.
I do not. All I said was that if you want to go back to Brigid, you are the Empire's guest, so to speak. They cannot afford for something bad to happen to you. Someone close to us has turned up dead.
You were already told. I am learning here, from the Academy. What do you think? I am not returning to home until I have grabbed my goal.
No, look, I did not mean to pressure you. Apologies for the misunderstanding.
This is not, this is, this is, not, this is, this is not, this is, this is, this is not, this is, you have,
Professor, someone, no, look. How could you, how could you, how could, how could you, exactly.
Dark expressions don't suit you, Professor. But well, I'm glad to see you out in the world again. It seems this month will be a quiet one around here.
Most of the knights are gone, seeking out the enemy.
Isn't that a bit much?
What do you think, Professor? I agree. We can send some knights after our enemies, but so many?
Sorry.
It seems that most of the night isn't that people say you're quite skilled. Perhaps if I joined your class, I could watch your sword technique up close. Indeed, I think that's best. I'll transfer to your class then. Don't make me regret it.
It seems this month isn't that a bit much?
I know nothing.
Isn't that a bit... What's up, Professor? Hey, I got a girl waiting. Well, two.
I haven't lost a parent yet, so I can't even begin to understand how you must be feeling. But even while you're standing still, the world keeps on moving. I always find that oddly comforting.
I'll say a prayer if there's not much. Oh, Professor, excuse me.
I do not know if there is any... It would seem that your reputation is on the rise. Even Lady Rhea has taken a liking to you. It's a shame I am not in your class, but I suppose I am content with my current arrangement.
I've sung lyrics lamenting death many times on stage. But when something like this happens in real life, I'm lost. I don't know what to say. But I do know this much. Sir Gerald must have been very proud to have you as his child. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. How did you know I lost that? I'm sorry. Are you sure? Professor.
I thought I heard someone. Are you here to train? Care to train with me? Waving the sword around alone is boring, and I'm tired of crossing swords with worthless opponents. But you seem like a worthy adversary. I've always been interested in your technique. You learned from the former captain of the Knights of Seiros, and traveled Fodlan fighting as a mercenary. On top of that, you wield a hero's relic, the legendary Sword of the Creator. Good sparring partners like you don't grow on trees. But know that I will beat you, and I will surpass your strength. Why? I never really thought about that. I learned to thrust a sword before I learned to write my name. Of course, my upbringing wasn't unique. That's how it is for all children in my country. You're no use if you can't swing a sword, however mighty your crest may be. It was the perfect environment for me. I could live free of stodgy values and virtues. Grow strong so you may live, and live to grow stronger. That's what I was taught. Why should I? Nothing's as important as the pursuit of strength. But that's enough idle chatter. Take out your sword. My mind is emptied of all but the thrill of the challenge.
Professor? I brought some flowers for Gerald. It's the least I can do. Sometimes I feel like all I do is run away. Anyway, I'll go lay them out. Anyway. Thank you.
I slipped. What? This is no time for asking permission. Still, it appears the knights have already taken everything useful. There were crest-related objects I thought might be worth studying. There you go again with that stern look.
A moment, please.
I'm not even close to being strong enough. I mean, Gerald was so much stronger than me, but even that's enough. I can't dwell on the past. Whatever happens, I have to make my own way in this world. What's this? 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 For me? This is...
Professor, I'm so sorry about what happened to Gerald. No, of course my sorrow is nothing compared to yours. The Knights are even now searching for our enemy's whereabouts. They are to report back the moment they find something. If you desire revenge, Professor, you can count me in.
Can I go now? Am I done yet? Got him! Am I done yet? Anywhere I can hide.
Hello there.
Okay.
Oh, Goddess, hear my prayer. When the cold rain wash, receive. That's a I pray that.
Hey!
Need something? See you again soon.
Really?
I have something rather uncomfortable to discuss. It's about the weapon that killed Gerald. Will you listen? It was a dagger, but I know enough to know it wasn't an ordinary dagger. It wasn't made of iron or steel because, well, because whatever it was, the wound it left wasn't normal. Who could make a blade like that, do you think? No, 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 no. Wherever did this turn up? Thank you.
You've lost someone very dear to you. Manuela and I, we can't do all the teaching, but I've always seen strength in your... You're a very strong person.
You have lost your father. Now more than ever, do I understand how very lucky I am that you were able to save me. Professor, I deeply appreciate what you have done. Thank you. If there is anything at all I can do in return, please tell me. Oh, that is mine!
I've never been much for condolences. How about a little logic instead? The knights have spread out around Garreg Mach in search of Geralt's murderers. Thus, the monastery's fighting strength is, for the moment at least, depleted. Perhaps that was the enemy's real objective.
Hey, you.
Really?
Right. I wonder who they were.
Well...
First Tomas, and now Monica. I do have a theory, though I admit it is nothing more than speculation. Both Tomas and Monica have each gone missing at one time or another. It was reported that when Monica returned from her disappearance, she began to act like a completely different person. As if, perhaps, the real Monica had been killed and replaced by an imposter. Thinking of it like that, it is possible that this Solon had been impersonating Tomas for some time. How they managed such a convincing change of appearance, though, I still do not understand. I'm sorry. Yes, this is...
Excuse me. Professor, how are you holding up? I know how heavily grief weighs upon one's heart. I lost my mother some time ago. It was... Forgive me my moment of weakness. Even all these years later, I cannot recall that time without feeling the pain, as if it were brand new. Just know that I am praying for your mind and your heart to find peace. This is... Yes, that is surely mine. I appreciate you bringing this to me.
Practice yields results.
Oh, is something hiding just behind that book? That ring! I have seen it before. Ah, I know. Geralt showed that ring to you beside a grave. Do you recall? He said he wished for you to have that ring one day. That means it's yours. He also said that you should gift that ring to someone special. He also said that you should...
Monica von Ox. There is nothing suspicious in her past that would suggest this change of character. Her transformation must have something to do with her disappearance last year. Sadly, that is the extent of my knowledge. I wonder who kidnapped her, and why.
First Tomas, and now Monica. I am so sorry. The failing was clearly our own. We didn't notice the enemy's invasion. And now Gerald. I apologize. There is nothing I can say to atone for our sins. Professor, please do not let your guard down even among the people of the monastery. There is no way to know where another enemy may be hiding.
First to both. It was as if thinking of how they managed.
The glory of progress.
First to both. It was as if thinking of how they managed.
Excuse me, Professor. I know. I forgive. Just know that.
Really?
Professor. Ah, there you are. I apologize for calling you in so suddenly. Please, sit. There is a matter I would like to discuss with you. I believe I've told you this before, but it is my responsibility to aid the Archbishop in all her duties. Spiritual instruction, ceremony oversight, donation management. I oversee not only the priesthood, but also the Knights of Seros and the Officers' Academy. The Archbishop entrusts a great deal to my discretion. Even when she must make decisions herself, she often seeks my counsel in advance. And yet, your appointment to a teaching position at the Officers' Academy was a complete surprise to me. Not only that, but you have also been entrusted with the Sword of the Creator. I was as surprised as anyone else to learn that. Frankly, I am just not sure how to handle you. I am the Archbishop's right hand, and yet when it comes to you, I have been told almost nothing. Not quite. I do find you to be a trustworthy individual, but my subjective opinion is not enough. I have a duty to be cautious. Should the Archbishop's trust in you prove to be misplaced, it is the faithful who will suffer most. First, I would like to know just how much you know about yourself. You are the child of Gerald Eisner, correct? That's quite a vague reply for such a basic question. In the future, I would advise you to answer such queries with confidence. As the former captain of the Knights of Seros, Gerald was renowned throughout Fodlan. If you really are his child, then no one would voice any complaint about you joining the Knights. How long has it been since you became a mercenary? Given your youth, that hardly seems likely. Come to think of it, I have never asked your age. Just how old are you exactly? Your face says it all. You truly don't know, do you? Just what was Gerald thinking, raising you this way? Given your responses thus far, I feel as though any further questions would just be a waste of our time. However, permit me to make one thing clear. Whatever her reasons, the Archbishop has placed great faith in you. Do not betray that trust. That is all.
Manuel, we can't do. I've always. You're a very.
That looks appetizing.
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
Why didn't... This could be useful.
What? You're so good at teaching. Of course I... You're go... You have my I work... You have my thanks for your... One step...
Thanks for the help. I got it right?
Nothing. Praise isn't necessary. Nothing worth celebrating.
Professor, may I ask you a question?
Ah, I see.
Professor.
We must be working with each other. Oh, fine. Look, we finished it.
The battlefield has much to teach.
Hope this is good for something.
I can do better now.
The utter discord. I cannot stand it. I do wish everyone would listen to one another.
Our voices are all over the place. We must learn to work together in harmony.
I'm pleased to have been invited. I adore this. Thank you for preparing my favorite tea. I am grateful. Of course. Yes. I see. Of course. Of course. Have you grown accustomed to living in the monastery? Professor. Yes. How tranquil. I see. Yes. Professor. How tranquil. Yes. How tranquil. Yes. I see. Yes. I appreciate that. I see. This crown is rather elaborate, but it has been passed down through generations of archbishops. Of course. I see. Professor. It will be nice to gain a better understanding of each other. Professor, what do you think? Professor. I see. No. This crown is rather elaborate. Professor. How tranquil. I see. I see. I see. What? How quickly this delightful time has passed. However, we must return to our work.